Hey, Miss Johnson, I ain't forgot. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm just waiting for the right time. You know what I'm saying? I've been so busy but I ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna get to it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I promise. Yo, check this out. You ain't gonna believe this. I was on the way. I know y'all was waiting, and I was on the way, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had car issues. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got ready to call you guys to let you know, I had 2% on my phone. I'm sorry. I had every intention. I didn't expect this to happen. Hello? Oh, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of that today, man. I know I was supposed to do it the other day, but, it just didn't seem like the weather was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get right on that for sure. All right. I know you wanted me to do this, Lord, and I know you didn't put it on my heart a few times, but God, I'm just looking at what's going on. It just don't seem like a good time right now, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I trust you, Lord, but ain't that how we do God all the time? Ain't that how we do people a lot of the time, right? We make excuses for not getting things done that we know need to be done because we're distracted looking at outside forces instead of relying on the strength that has been given to us to accomplish the task. So today we're talking about excuses, right? Look, we all got them. Excuses is like, b-holes, you know what I'm saying? We all have them. You dig? And we all use excuses at different times for different scenarios, to make up for our lack of planning, action, forethought. This is what we use excuses for, right? To get out of sticky situations and trouble because of our lack of prior planning and lack of vision and lack of, putting things together in a timely fashion before the last minute. You dig? That's the kind of stuff we do. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And then when things don't go according to plan or go the way we want them to go right, then we got nerve to get an attitude, want to get mad, want to just go off because things didn't go how we expected, but yet we didn't take the time out to make sure things would go the way we expected. Let's talk about it. So I just want to come share a word with y'all real quick. We're coming out of Ecclesiastes 11th chapter and the 4th verse, and it reads, "He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap." Let's talk about it. Have you ever gotten distracted, right, from something that you were supposed to do? You wanted to do, you planned on doing, you had even talked about it, you know what I'm saying? And then for some reason or another, it doesn't get done. We fail to take care of what we said we were going to do. Has that ever happened to you? You've gotten distracted? I know it's happened to me. I said I was going to do something and I got distracted, right? I'm looking at the wind. I'm looking at how the wind is blowing the trees and how fierce it is. And then I use the excuse because of the wind and say, oh man, I can't sow today. I can't go out there and plant the seed today. If I go out there and sow the seed, the wind is just going to blow it all away. I'll wait till another day when the wind is not so boisterous. That sound familiar? Have you ever got distracted looking at the wind? And you see how it's whipping back and forth and how, it seemed like it's fierce. And then you let the wind stop you from planting the seed that you're supposed to plant. That thing that you're supposed to do that God told you, a year ago to do. You need to say that again. I think they need to hear that again. Y'all didn't hear it? You need to say that again. That thing that's been digging at you and you just know you're supposed to take care of it and you fail to take care of it. And because of that failure, it's caused all kind of other stuff down the line to happen. Damn. Because we didn't take care of what we were supposed to do. Right? We pushed it off to the next day. We got distracted and we didn't plan. No. What about when we look at a situation so hard, right? We overthink it. We over study it. We over examine it. And from looking at things so hard, you know what I'm saying? We decide to say, you know what? Nah, it's probably not a good time to do this. I could probably do it better if I just wait, you know, and then when this opportunity presents itself, then I'll go ahead and take care of it and I'll knock it out real quick, right? But again, what are we doing? We're passing it off to a later date. We're kicking the can down the road. You know what I'm saying? You know how that old saying talking about, you know, passing the buck? We passing the buck so the next person can pay it instead of us just taking care of it and knocking it out of the way, right? We're regarding the clouds. We looking up in the sky and we looking up to see if it's a good day, if it's going to be a rainy day, if it's going to be a windy day, if it's going to be, you know, tornado storms, a hurricane, a lightning and thunder. What about if it's going to be extremely hot? We're getting distracted because we're regarding what it looks like in the natural instead of having faith and stepping out on faith in the spiritual. Never thought about it like that. How many of us has missed out on opportunities or blessings, right? Because we're focused on the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? The things that we should be regarding and paying attention to, we're not, right? Because our focus is off. And the thing that we're observing, the thing that we're looking at, the thing that's got our attention is distracting us from getting the job done, from acting, from planting, from sowing. You know what I'm saying? What if it's your testimony that you need to sow because somebody needs to hear it, but because you're so distracted on, I just don't think it's a good time right now. They don't seem to be in a good mood, or, you know, so many people around, or it's just excuse after excuse for not getting done what we need to do. Time out for that. Yo, did you just hear what he just said? I heard exactly what he said. Y'all let me know if you can relate. You know, there's been plenty of times, and I'm talking about me, there's been plenty of times when I make excuses, I don't take full responsibility, right? I'm always looking at something or someone and including that something or someone in my excuse, right? And then when I finally do come around to, you know, taking responsibility for that excuse, usually it's a day late and a dollar short. And so I've already missed my opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Maybe if I would not have made an excuse and I would have took responsibility right then there might have been another opportunity afforded to me. Right? How many can y'all can relate to that? You know, we'll find anything and everything, right, to add in with us not accepting full responsibility for our failure, our lack of planning, you know what I'm saying? Our lack of forethought and vision, not taking the time out to strategize properly. All that is on us. And we don't like to take responsibility, so we give our excuses and add everyone else in with it. You know what I'm saying? So as if kind of like we're not standing alone. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in the midst of a crowd, so it's not like we're being pointed out. But truth of reality is you knew already. Wait, say what? You saw the storm coming, but you got distracted. You saw the wind was blowing, you know, from east to west, and you're like, oh, you know, that's probably not a good look. When you should have been out there sowing regardless, because just as much as the wind blows from the east to the west, you can still sow as much as it blows from the north to the south. Take away the excuses, right? We still got to do what we're supposed to do. Facts. Preach, bro. You know you preach. Preach! Because time is coming when you're going to be called in accountability. I'm going to be called in accountability. We're all going to have to give an account for what we knew we should have done, but we got distracted observing other stuff, looking at other people, right? Well, now that you mention it, we got off. And then looking at those other people and observing them so much, we started to regard what they said. We started to regard the things that they profess or how they do things, how they operate. But that ain't not what you're supposed to do and what I'm supposed to do. Let's take our focus off of people and start focus on what we're supposed to do, what God has called us to do. You dig? You need to say that again. I think they need to hear that again. Y'all didn't hear it? You need to say that again. That's where our focus needs to be. That's what we need to be regarding, right? Because that's going to get us where we need to be. If we constantly kick the can down the road and pass the buck, how are we ever going to learn? How are we ever going to get the experience? How is God ever going to mature us and increase us? Because we're looking at the wind, you know what I'm saying? And we're looking at, you know, what's going on in the natural instead of trusting God in the physical. Get out there and do what God has called you to do and watch him calm the storm. Watch him calm the winds. You dig? Watch him calm the nature of the storm that's going on in your life. So then you can get out there and do what God has called you to do. And you're not making excuses because you're looking at the natural instead of looking at the spiritual. Message. Don't get caught up in looking at others. And don't get caught up in looking at the situation, right? The situation in the natural. Let's not look at the situation in the natural and let that stop us and freeze us and get caught up and get off and not plant like we're supposed to. So then when it's time to reap what we planted, we can reap it instead of making more excuses of why we're not reaping. So we need to plant and we need to reap. But let's focus our attention on Christ and not focus our attention on the physical. Yo, this is your man, Levon. Just want to come on real quick, man, and just encourage you guys with this message. I hope it resonates with you. Remember, Lamelli E, love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. Lamelia.com. Go get your merch. You dig? Check out my Instagram. And I hope you like this video. Share this video on all your platforms. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And so you can always be notified whenever I upload content if you turn on the bell notification. You dig? Don't cost you anything to do. Your man, Levon. Love y'all all. One love. See you in my next video.